What's going on, guys? Zuko back with another Dragonflight video. Hope you're all doing very, very well. We're going to talk about the vault today. I got all three characters this time. I've got Paladin, Priest, and Shaman. And we're going to talk about all three of them today. We're going to start it with the Paladin. At the end of this, I'm also going to talk about builds that I'm going to be doing this week as Shadow Priest in particular, but also for Enhancement Shaman. I'm going to do some videos on Enhancement Shaman. So let's start out with the Paladin here and see what we get. Looks like we're going to get the breastplate once again. Oh, no. We ended up getting the exact same piece of gear that we were already wearing. So that's very sad, but we can take some tokens, of course, but I think we should probably just take the upgrade here because, whatever, an upgrade's an upgrade, and we might as well just get it. But that's really sad. You never want to get the exact same piece of gear you already have. Well, but that's it. We got it. We got the Paladin piece of gear. Hopefully this week on the Paladin I can get a second piece of tier. That would be really awesome, just to get that two-piece going. But unfortunately, that was a fairly lackluster experience there on the Paladin. But let's move on to the Shaman. All right, here we go on the Shaman. Again, we're looking for... we don't have too many pieces of I don't think we have too many choices. I think we might only have one choice, actually. But I'm going to be doing builds for the Shaman this week. I mean, I am going to be doing some videos on YouTube as well this week on the Shaman, showcasing different builds, like a fire build and whatever else. So stay tuned for videos like that. If you want to see some Enhancement Shaman content, definitely go check that out. I'm just showcasing here the gear that I've gotten from the elemental invasions that I've been doing. It's a really good way to catch up on gear. You can see right here, I've got a 359 piece of gear. So if you don't know, the elemental invasions they drop a resource that you can use to purchase item level 359 gear. And then you can upgrade it from 359 all the way to 385, which is going to be this piece down here. This is the Bracers of the Raging Tempest. So this also has a little set bonus, which is pretty cool. Most importantly, though, with this system, you can actually purchase weapons. And I purchased 2 weapons on my Enhancement Shaman that are 359 item level. You can see them right there. Now, this is really important because my weapons from the previous expansion were 290, and that was a really well-geared character in Shadowlands. So you can go from 290 to 360, basically, in, like... I only farm these invasions for, like, an hour, particularly the Knockhood one, which is over in the Inaran Plains over here. It's right over here in the Knockhood Hold. You want to go farm this one. If there's an elemental invasion going on in this area, please go farm it for like an hour on your alt. You will not be sad. It's so easy. There's groups just flying around all the time, and you can easily pick up a bunch of the resources that you need to go purchase either 359 item level gear and then get those storm sigils to upgrade one of your pieces of gear to like 385. You're only going to be able to do that once per week, but even just the 359 item level gear is a solid upgrade for any alt character that you might be running. And it's just really, really good. So let's check out the vault for my Enhancement Shaman. I think there's only one piece in here. Let's see if it's any good. Look at that, 382. Oh, unfortunately, it's terrible. The 395 piece that I have here was from the world boss, the big purple world boss on the minimap there, the dragon. So unfortunately, no upgrade there, but I am going to get some tokens. And we'll take a look at what these tokens actually do. I think the token guy is right behind me there, right next to the vault. Let's see what these tokens do. Token of Merit, I've got 2 of them. I believe we can get a socket eventually. So we can get 10 Primal Chaos, or we can get a socket. So hopefully I'll get a socket eventually, maybe for my Enhancement Shaman. But this week, guys, there will be Enhancement Shaman videos. Just stay tuned for that. We're going to be looking at some builds. Okay, let's move on to the Shadow Priest. Okay, here is our Shadow Priest, our main here. We are going to have 6 options because we cleared the raid. And we got lots of Mythic Plus done this week on the Shadow Priest. So really, really hoping for a tier piece here. I need a tier piece so badly on my Shadow Priest. If I don't get one, I'm going to be pretty disappointed, to be honest. Let's see what we get here. Tier piece. That's a neck piece. That's a staff. Those are boots. Oh my god, we didn't get one. Oh my god, we didn't get one. Oh, there's some good options here, though. 402, 408 chest piece. That looks really good. The feet are really good as well. There is a staff, but that's lower than what I have. So I have a 395, and I can upgrade the gear that I'm wearing with Valor. Neck I'm not going to do because of the Lariat. So unfortunately, I got 2 necks here. So those are both just dead drops right there. The Lariat's just way, way too good. This Eye of Vengeful Hurricane has a ton of haste on it, but I'm getting a lot of extra haste from the Lariat itself. Those boots look really good, but I think the chest piece, the 408 chest piece, is probably the best one. This one's good because we're not... This one's bad because we're losing haste. This one I think is really, really good here because we're getting 440 haste, which is really what I want. You really need haste on your Shadow Priest. You need to get that break point of getting like above 20, 22% haste. And then I think you're like really golden after that. So, yeah, I think very likely here we're just going to go with the chest piece. Or the boots here. The boots also look good. I think the chest piece is just best because I can upgrade it to 13 out of 13. So we can go to 411 and then 414. Is that the highest it goes, maybe? 415, maybe? Yeah, I think we just go with the chest piece here. 440 haste is going to be huge for me. That's definitely going to get me, I think, to 20% haste, potentially. I'm sitting at 17.63 right now on my haste. You can see at the bottom of my screen right there. So, let's see what happens here when I throw this puppy on. If I hit yes there. This is a recording. Okay. So, there we go. We're going to put this on, and we're going to go, there you go, up to 20% haste. That's huge. That is huge for us. That is exactly what I wanted. So, really, really big deal there to get that 20% haste going. All right, finally, guys, let's talk about some builds that I'm going to be running this week as my Shadow Priest, and I am going to be doing some Shaman videos as well, as I said. So there will be some Enhancement Shaman videos talking about, like, the Fire build and the Hailstorm build and the Ascendance build. We'll talk about that in another video. For Shadow Priest, what am I going to be tackling this week? Last week was a lot of Mind Spike stuff. This week, we're going to get rid of Mind Spike, and we're going to go for a Void Eruption build. And it's going to be focusing a lot on Dark Evangelism, going down into Mind Flay Insanity. So let's get down there. Let me show you what I'm talking about. And then we're going to go here. Actually, we'll go there. We might end up... Actually, let's change this for a second. I think we need both of those, right? Anyway, we're going to go Insanity into Screams of the Void, into Idol of Cthulhu. And then I believe we'll go like this. So this is going to be something... This is going to be kind of what the build looks like. But what we're really focusing on the core here is Void Eruption plus Dark Evangelism into channeling spells like Mind Flay Insanity and Idol of Cthulhu. And of course, Screams of the Void is going to buff our dots whenever we're channeling anything. So it's going to be the full-blown channeling build. I'm going to give this build another crack. I'm really going to try it this week in every one of my Mythic Plus dungeons. We're going to be looking at Void Eruption into the channeling build, and I'm going to mess around with it a little bit, as I always do, and just see where it ends up and how it ends up being. Because I know that this build, from a lot of people, this is like the core build that a lot of the other, sort of the big Shadow Priests, I think, are running right now. So I want to give it a really good shot and see what I think about it this week in Mythic Plus. So that's what we're going to be doing. If you're interested in Shadow Priest and you want to see what the channeling builds are going to be all about, come to the stream, twitch.tv/SukoVibes. Check me out every single night I'm streaming, or check out the YouTube videos that I'm going to be putting out this week. Also, there will be YouTube videos this week on Enhancement Shaman. That's what we're going to be looking at as well. Finally, guys, the very last thing you want to look at, go grab the quest right here from Khazra. It's called Emissary of War. And it says this: get 4 mythic dungeons completed this week, and you're going to get a cache of the vault treasures. This is a 402 heroic Vault of the Incarnates piece of gear. So I do believe that this can have tier pieces in it. You could potentially get a tier piece from this. I think. I don't know entirely. This is just actually a guess. Somebody confirm this for me in the comments down below. I think you can get tier piece from this. But the bottom line is, go get your mythic dungeons done for this week and go get this reward from Khazra. That's it for me, guys. Those are the builds I'm going to be looking at this week. Those are my vaults. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for all the fun builds that we're going to be trying out on Shadow Priest and Enhancement Shaman this week in Dragonflight. So thank you guys so much for watching. Love you all. I'll see you in the next one.